Welcome back. Kevin's Mobile Repair, 2014 Nissan Altima. We're doing a catalytic converter today. I'll show you a little trick where I was able to get this 14mm socket back in there and take that 14mm nut off without removing the alternator. All these are 14s up here, 17s down, or 16s down below, but the new bolts for this MagnaFlow are going to be 17 to go back in. See how the socket is sitting there? Put the socket on, and then there's this little extension that has a built-in swivel to it. Able to get in here with a 3/8 wrench ratchet and take it off. I'll show you. See the little head? It has a built-in swivel to it. I was able to get in there just at the right enough angle, press on the back of the ratchet while the other hand was rotating it, got it loose. Once it's loose, it's easy, it comes right out. So that is a pro tip without having to take that alternator out and mess with all that kind of good stuff. Heat shield's not going to go back on this one. Old one got destroyed while coming off. It happens with older vehicles that have a lot of rust on them and stuff. Those bolts just snap and that heat shield just gets torn all to pieces. Still got to put the O2 sensor back in, but this is a relatively easy job. All those 14s, the hardest makes, gotta take out the damn alternator in order to get that one bolt, but use this little trick. You can find these ratchets. Who makes this? I don't even know. I've had this thing for so long I don't remember, but see the tip of it? It's got a little, the socket will go in here and the socket will swivel just enough. I'll be able to get back in there, bust it loose, and then I can take it out the rest of the way with either your hand or whatever you want to get back in there, or use this and just keep rotating it back out. But I was able to get that out with no problem. The new exhaust manifold obviously comes with new bolt, new O-ring for down at the bottom, new intake manifold gasket back here in the back. Those are important. And then make sure you torque these back to spec or Guten tight so that it does not have an exhaust leak. Same thing for down at the bottom. Put a little O-ring on. This one has, the original has studs, so there'll be nuts, which are 16s. The new one is the reverse, so it'll have studs coming from up, the bolts coming from up, which will thread into the new intake manifold, or the new exhaust manifold. But other than that, this was a relatively easy job. It took me about 35-40 minutes. So now I just got to put the O2 sensor back in and put the rest of the air cleaner stuff back together. Any questions or comments, please feel free to let me know.